Intimidation. Intimidation could just be a mob. The Gandhi Salt March was really beautiful in this because, yes, it's very intimidating to look at a bunch of people that are standing there with batons or shields or militarized. They move in unison. They look organized. Evil can be organized, but so can good, right? It's an awesome quote. It says, strength is the path to the truth, weakness is the path to corruption. And when people are trying to intimidate you, this intimidation is to make you start feeling trapped. When you feel trapped, you will oftentimes make bad decisions, or it will put you in a place, and this is very important, you'll see people puff up and they're just like going, right? My father used to tell me that if you watch a nature show and you look at predator and prey, if you look at the animal that's about to eat, the animal sinks. And if you look at the animal that's about to be eaten, that animal lifts. And this is something that I think we need to be conscious of in our own bodies, right? So if we're being intimidated, sometimes, yes, you have to walk through. Sometimes freedom is on the other side of that. But oftentimes it's just a line of people. It's just the obstacle. Go around it, go through it, walk around. There's a bunch of other ways. That intimidation can make you feel trapped. I want to go this way, and there's a wall of things standing in front of it. It's scary. It makes me react. It makes me want to show it that I'm not afraid. I remember being a kid, and when I would get very mad or I'd get afraid, I would wish I was the Incredible Hulk, and I would, just get mad, and no one around me was afraid. I've had this talk with some of the most beloved people in my life are police officers, and some of the most conscious and loving people in my life are police officers and military. And when I would talk to them about these things, I would say, of course I'm afraid if you're standing in front of me with a gun. But how afraid are you? You're the one that had to pick up the gun and had to surround yourself with other people with guns. So just as you and your, 80 friends with military gear on might look intimidating, the only reason why you're doing it is because you're fucking intimidated. We have to really understand this. And it does make us make bad decisions because look at the other side. They're intimidated. They're afraid. They're afraid of losing their jobs. They're afraid of being villainized. That's why they're covering up their faces. Name one time in history that there's never been a time where militarized forces stood up against their own citizens and those people didn't have to move to Argentina. You know what I mean? That always happens. So in that, you wouldn't pick up that baton and you wouldn't stand there. You wouldn't cover your face if you thought that you wouldn't be shamed. You are not standing in front of a group of innocent protesters covering your face because of COVID. You're covering your face because you don't want people to see your face and you don't want your children to see your face. That's kind of it. Because you know you will live in shame. Motherfucker, you can't drink enough to tune that out. That being said, they use intimidation because they're intimidated. Problem is they have, I don't care how much karate class you get. That's a goddamn trigger finger right there. It's a lazy man's excuse for 10 years of karate class. And it's just lazy. So when we're intimidated, just step back, right? Step back, take a breath, look around. What is the metaphorical salt in this? Remember, my lesson in this, I always say demons have paper fangs, right? They got big, giant, gnarling, drooling fangs, but they're made of paper. It's another break-in. It's what they do around here.